the flag. Lots of down, turn to the other side.
Good morning! It is February the 3rd, 2022. We welcome you to Jake's Bounty. Hey, it's a throwback Thursday. I'm in the garage. Let's do it. Alright, thank you very much for tuning in to Jake's Bounty. I'm your host, Jake Hernandez. It is a Throwback Thursday. Gonna go ahead and thank the music today provided by, once again, was Instruments of Murder with their song, No One Lives Here Anymore. I had to think for a little bit. Alright, also want to go ahead and thank the sponsors here. We got Dog Training here over at Jake's Bounty, just $10.99 when you type in the word dummy, because it's actually dog training for dummies. Alright, and we also have Domino here, $1 7-day rental, as well as Metal Gear Solid 2 for your PS2, $1 7-day rental. Alright, we'll talk about some more products we got going on later on. But right now, let's go ahead and get into the news. All right, Joe Biden, our president, is addressing the U.S. military raid that killed one of the world's most wanted terrorists during an overnight raid in Syria. So I guess he's going to have a little press conference if he hasn't already had it, because I'll have to get to stuff a lot later than most people do. But yeah, so we'll be giving you more info as we have it on that, all right? Fresno Game Shop owner attacked in attempted robbery. Crazy Squirrel Game Shop at First and Knees was, attempted robbery happened there. Sunday, 5 p.m., man entered there, tried to steal $200 worth of merchandise, and the owner ended up trying to go after him, and she broke her wrist in 2 places. Also, her hip and chin and shoulder were hurt. If the man is found, they will press assault charges, and they suspect he is homeless. And anyone with information, please call Crime Stoppers, please. All right, CUSD parents speak out after massive pick of state leaders, Rams and 49ers game. Magic Johnson and Governor Newsom were photographed together, as well as Mayor of San Francisco and LA, were also photographed together without masks. Can you believe it? First they, take their mask off. Not only they're risking COVID, but Magic Johnson also has HIV. Oh, he doesn't have that anymore? Oh, you can't catch that just because, you have it? You actually have to have sex? Wow. Anyway, you ever noticed how Magic Johnson, that's his nickname, but he kind of has magic powers because he's still alive? Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next bit of news. Fowler police sergeant passes away from COVID-19 complication. 14-year-old veteran Sergeant Arthur, I might be saying this wrong, but I think it's Arthur Dillon passed away yesterday. Is a developing story. When we have more, we will give you it. All right, Panda Express restaurants are raising more than $700,000 for the Valley Children's Hospital. That's just in 2021. They raised, here's the total amount, $736,000, a record-breaking event, and they've been doing this for the last 13 years, and here's the grand total over the last 13 years, $3.8 million, that's right. And this goes to Care Center for Hope, as well as it supports child life and also inpatient rehab services and spiritual and chaplain services, all right? Let's go ahead right now and get into some dog training. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and give you a little ad for Dust Off. That's right, anytime you don't want to actually I gotta dust and shit, because this is hard, right? This is too hard. You just do this and blow everything. Okay, like my ex-girlfriend, just blow everything. Alright, and that's dust off. You're supposed to use it for electronics only. I used it for my PS2, works very good now. Also, don't inhale this because it makes you go whoa for like 30 seconds and you might die. Might. Alright, let's go ahead and get into our next segment. It is dog training for dummies. I've been reading a short passage for, I think, twice now. So this is the third time I'm just going to read a short passage. Maybe you'll figure something out new that you didn't know. Maybe you won't. But here we go. Let's go. When in doubt, keep him on a leash. This is a good thing because I noticed this yesterday. Went to the dog park with my dog, and there was another little dog there, and my mom was like, you should let him off the leash. And I was like, and I was just about to, I was like, no, that's not going to be a good idea. I could already see him just go zooming over after the dog, and then maybe not eat the dog or like chew it or bite it, but certainly scare the dog and scare the owner, and no thank you. So when in doubt, keep him on leash. Find out how to anticipate when your dog's locking out to come. You may be tempting fate by trying to call him after he spotted a cat, another dog, or a jogger. Of course, sometimes you'll goof and let him just go as another dog appears out of nowhere. Refer to the next section for how to deal with these distractions. Resist the urge to make a complete fool of yourself by bellowing come a million times. The more often you holler come, the quicker your dog learns he can ignore you when he's off leash. Instead, patiently go to him and put him on leash. Okay, I'm doing the whole like, hey, come here, Duke, I guess is wrong. Don't get angry with him after you have caught him, or you'll make him afraid of you. He'll run away from you and try to call him up next time, all right? Touch his collar before you reward. Touching his collar prevents him from developing the annoying habits of playing catch me if you can. Coming toward you, then dancing around you just out of reach, teaching him to touch his collar before you offer him a treat or praise. So there's two, all right, 2 for 1. Go and get Dog Training for Dummies right here at Jake's Valley, just $10.99. You type in the word dummy, all right? You big dummy. Let's go ahead right now and get into the Throwback Thursday segment. I wanted to tell you a little bit of news on my health. I had a doctor's appointment with my neurologist yesterday, and we figured out a plan, somewhat of a plan anyway. And what we're going to be having me do is do a 3-day EEG just to see, if my seizures have increased, if they are epileptic, or if they are indeed psychogenic, non-epileptic seizures. And then there's going to be a point where I'm taking off medicine, not all the way, but like rather than 1,500 milligrams, I'm taking back down to 1,000 milligrams, just to see if there are epileptic seizures, because if you take off the medicine, then they will happen. And then, we can go from there. He said this will most likely happen, unfortunately, in July due to the COVID restrictions, but I did get my MRI sooner than I thought I would, so fingers crossed this goes as well as that did. I was able to show my doctor the video of me having a seizure, and that was very helpful to him. It looked like, okay, this is an epileptic seizure. This is, something else. Psychogenic, obviously, but maybe something else as well. He saw me shaking for 30 seconds, going back and forth with my head and then my arm as well. And he was able to just, from that video, deter what was going on. And that was very helpful for me. He had a plan, and I liked that. And, he was very social, kind of a nerd and but, I guess you want that from a doctor. Very knowledgeable. And, he told me to keep at it, don't get discouraged, you're going to. And, I told him a little bit of my back history. And so we got that going on. And I wanted to let you know that I will be sharing more TikTok videos of myself having seizures. And I know that can be a trigger for a lot of people, and that's not everybody's cup of tea. So if you don't view those, I understand. But I'm going to be putting a little caption by them saying trigger warning. Also a little info about what these seizures are called. Right now, I know that they're called psychogenic non-epileptic seizures. There's also another one called psychological non-epileptic seizures, and one deals with their mood, and another one's like random fatigue and other side effects that cause it. And I'll dive into them more as I show the videos. You'll still be getting, obviously, Jake's Bounty, but you're going to be getting a little bit more on me and what my diagnosis is, and how there is a lot more other people out there with my diagnosis, and how it's been around for quite some time. All right. I just want to get the information out, just so if anybody else is feeling like this, they know where to go, and they are not alone. Because when I first had this happen to me, I felt alone. And, you know, for the last 2.5 years, I think I've had the most support. I have a Facebook group that really helps me out. My doctors, therapy has been really horrible, but that's because of COVID. And honestly, I probably need to see a new therapist. We'll get into that. Okay. Dude, get out, get out, just get out, just get out, just get out, get out. All right, so that just happened, and hopefully our record player didn't break. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good rest of the day, and shit happens when you're alive, right? Be good to yourselves, and be good to each other. Fucking, I gotta clean this mess up. Look at this. I guess it could be a lot worse. Bye.